Yes. Welcome. Now we're looking at verbs, regular verbs and irregular verbs. Now regular verbs are quite easy. They just add ed to the end. But look over here. There are some rules which we need to learn. For most verbs, we just add ed in the past. So listen, in the past we say listened. Now, one that's also quite easy, if it just ends with e, we just add the d. So like becomes liked with a d. Still looks like ed. Everything's fine. Here, this is also fine because look, if the verb ends with a vowel and y, and we learnt about the vowels over here, the vowels are a, e, I, o and u. If they end with a vowel and a y, again, we just add ed. But if it ends with a consonant and y, and consonants are all the other letters, B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z, those ones. If it ends with one of those, we need to cross out the Y and add IED. So here's one, study with a Y, look, consonant. So we need to cross out the Y and then we add IED. And finally, if the verb ends with a consonant, vowel, consonant, it's called the CVC rule. I forgot to say that to you. This one here is called the CVC rule. If it ends with a consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, any verb, regular verb, then we need to double the letter and then add ed. And over here, we had a go, our first try. We did quite well here. So as you can see, most of them end with ed, rule number one. Rule number one. Rule number one, rule number one, rule number one, rule number one. Lots of those with the first rule. But then, love, we just add a D for rule number two. Decide already ends in an E, so we just add D. Rule number two. Arrive, just add the D because it's rule number two. It still looks the same. Describe, D. Die, we just add the D. It's quite easy. Then we move on to rule number three, ones that end with a Y. But if it ends with a vowel and Y, we just add ed again. But if it ends with a consonant and Y, we have to take away the Y and add ied. Worry, worried. Cry, cried. Study, studied. Then moving on to the final rule, stop. Consonant, vowel, consonant. So we need to double and add ed. And here's another one, travel. Ends with a consonant, vowel, consonant, double the L and then add ed. Well done for today. We did a lot of work.